Hey folks, Quillington here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. It's the pre-release press copy that I'm playing here, and we're playing as Italy. We're going to play a mostly historical game, but we'll see if we can't do better than historical Italy did. We recently finished the war against Ethiopia here, claimed that territory, we're moving some troops back to Italy for potential aggression against Yugoslavia next. I think I might go ahead and remove these air wings in Ethiopia as well. Return everything to the reinforcements, and we'll deploy them. Well, I guess we could probably deploy them now, because we're not really doing a whole heck of a lot. We're waiting for our national focuses to finish, and some of our technologies to go. We're still on a relatively slow speed. I'll bring it up to speed 3. I actually play quite often on speed 4, but that might be a little fast for the Let's Play. We'll see how it goes. We should probably make some plans as to how our air defense and offense will work. There's actually quite a few air zones to worry about here. There's Italy itself, although northern Italy is in the Alpine region. So that's 2 separate air areas there. Not to mention the Adriatic and the Tyrrhenian Sea. We may have to worry about enemy naval bombers attacking our ships there, for example. Western Mediterranean would also be nice to babysit, but it's, well, I guess we do have the base in Sardinia. And arguably, we could potentially take the Baleares over here and use that. Well, there's no air base there, but we could build one. There's some ideas. Mostly we'll be concerned about, defensively, the Alpine region to stop French bombers from messing up our front line. And a lot of Italian defenses for anti-bomber stuff. Shouldn't be hard to have air superiority over Italy, because it's going to be out of range of a lot of fighter ships. There's no air base here, which is good. And unless they send carriers, we should mostly be okay. Somewhat we'll have to discuss a naval strategy as well, because obviously keeping control over the Mediterranean is going to be pretty valuable here as Italy. So I think what we're going to do, I guess I can start to plan some of that as is. We're going to need defensive fighter wings in the Alpine and Italian regions. We don't need any close air support or anything like that here. Well, at the start of the Yugoslavian war, there's a little bit of Alpine region warfare. You can see here, so busting through this front line, we might like some air support for our ground troops, but then after that, it'll quickly become irrelevant. Whoa! Okay, well, it's 70 days into the game, so everyone's just finished their first national focus. I finished my Ethiopian war logistics. We'll talk about that in a second, but Germany completed the remilitarization of the Rhineland over here. So there was an area right over here that Germany was not allowed to move troops into, and they have said, screw that, I'm moving some troops into there. And France and Britain, who should have said, in a sense, no, you can't do that, decided, no, it's fine, it's just your backyard, we don't want another world war, so we'll let you do that. So now Germany can move into here and also develop more of their plans. So we finished the Ethiopian war logistics, which is giving us 2 infrastructure and 3 naval bases in Eritrea, and 3 infrastructure and 4 naval bases in Somaliland. We'll take a look at those areas in a moment. But most importantly, perhaps, is it allows us to work on industrial efforts at this point, which is going to give us more civilian factories. However, it is worth noting that at this point, I could go and grab Triumph in Africa right away. The effect of this is to give us 20% more national unity, which is not important to us right now. We're doing fine on national unity and we don't need it this time. But it does lead to claims on Yugoslavia if we want to rush that war. And if and when, or not if, just when the Spanish Civil War starts, we could choose support nationalist Spain, which, yeah, just picking this has no effect whatsoever, but unlocks further demands later on. But I don't think we're going to waste our time down here. And as a result, I don't think I need to rush through Triumph in Africa, even though it might be nice to ninja some territory from Yugoslavia super early. I think we're going to focus on getting our industry up and rocking. I think that's the best way to invest things early on, especially if we can get that extra research slot. I feel like I was talking about something else. Oh yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my air defenses first and think about that. So let's say we're going to get probably more in the, well, I don't know, nice and central might be okay. In Lyceum over here, we're going to have a fighter wing. And right now all we've got is interwar fighters. So we're going to go and I'm going to set up a wing of like 50. But then I'm going to say I would like this wing to go up to perhaps 100 in the future. Now you can't set up a wing of just 0, which is a little bit unfortunate. It would be nice if you could do that. And, you know, and then set a reinforcement number, but we can't do it. Then I'm going to set a wing. Probably in Piedmont over here. because this is the Alpine region is mostly going to be concerned with defending against France, but we'll see how that goes. So again, we'll set up another fighter wing here, and here I'm going to start with 100, but then specify that I would like this to go up. It's going to go up quite high, like 350 fighters, so that we don't lose air superiority over the Alpine region. That might be overkill for the defense. Maybe 250. We'll have to take a look at what France's numbers are. So, there we go. So we're going to ask that 250 fighters be deployed at that particular airbase. We can't give them a mission until they've been deployed, which again annoys me a little bit. It would be nice to select it now and say, you know, when you're there, this is the mission. Instead, I'm going to have to wait a day for it to get deployed and then go and assign them some stuff. So there's going to be that. And then I'm going to set up another wing over here. This is actually going to be a wing that's going to be attacking the Western Balkans. It'll be really nice. There's an airbase we can capture somewhere here. Let me close this a second here. If I go to... Where do they have to build it? Maybe I'm used to them building one over there. Interesting. So yeah, over here in Amelia, we're going to set up another air wing of fighters. Oops. You know what? Move it all over. That's going to be okay. And we'll set a limit of like 250 here. There you go. That's going to be an air wing that's going to attack into the Balkans. And that's good. And what else? We're going to have to support this with a couple of different wings here. We'll move all the close air support over here. And we'd like as many as 100 of these. As well as tactical bombers. I guess we'll just deploy them all. That's fine. And just use that number for now. That's going to be okay. And once they get deployed, let me just unpause it here, we'll send them on missions to get ready here. So, in PMO, these fighters here are going to be responsible for doing air superiority over the Alpine regions. And then the ones in Amelia are going to be responsible for air superiority over the Balkans once that war starts. Can you not reach there at all? Don't have the coverage. Really? Interesting. I wonder if you could do it from Naples. Well, let's try once you get there. Alright, that's fine. The close air support, you're going to start by doing close air support in the Alpine regions as well as the tactical bombers. And then once the front line gets pushed into the Western Balkans, we'll just reassign those guys and see how it goes. Can you reach the Balkans from there? There you go. Now you can reach it. Although quite poorly. But you'll be doing air superiority missions over that once the war actually starts. For now, they're not going to be flying any missions over the Balkans because we don't have access to that. Right, and I forgot we've got a little tiny port over here in Zara. That's going to be quite relevant for our invasion against Yugoslavia. But we're not doing that for some time yet, so we can just chill out and wait. We should probably assign some leaders over here. Oh, Spanish Civil War started. Okay. So we're going to take a look at them in just a moment. Spanish Civil War. Now, one of the things we can do is we can send volunteers and also start a lend-lease with nationalist Spain. And I think I would like to do that very much. I want to make sure that they win. With volunteers, the number you can send is based on the number of divisions you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly instantly deploy a few of these divisions. I'm going to try to get us up to the point where we can send 3. There we go, 3. I mean, you can send more later, but it's just convenient to do it at once. So now I can send 3 divisions at a time. I'm not going to send you guys because they're very green, but perhaps these 3 tank divisions, which are pretty good. So I'm going to create a new army group with them, and I'm going to give us our best commander. In particular, Giovanni. Not only is he level 4 commander. Oh my god, look how much experience points Ubaldo grabbed. He's level 4, and he's got the Mountaineer bonus. Holy crap. I didn't realize it would level so freaking fast. That's amazing. My happy I did that. So I could send someone else to get experience points over there. That's quite interesting to consider. But no, I want to make sure that the fascists win that war. So Giovanni is going to control Army 2, which is a fine name. And then I'm going to say, listen, Franco, right? Francisco Franco, I would like to send you some volunteers. I've got 3 divisions over here with your name on it. This will generate additional world threat because we're getting involved in these sort of politics. But we're going to send them that, assuming they agree, and they will. We'll get a little pop-up here. There we go. That will say that our forces are on the way, and they've been removed from my particular map over here at this point. All right, that's cool. Move to this front. We'll probably do a little bit of training soon. So we are getting a complaint right now that we have demands for more fighters, and we're not producing any right now. And that's okay. I'm not going to produce any until we get to the next level of fighter. I don't think moving ships over here is going to be any help whatsoever. So, yeah. So this pinkish people, these are the nationalists, and the yellow people over here, or beige people, are the Republicans. There's going to be a lot of shifting around. Can't see the troops yet, but we will once we get our own units over there, which shouldn't take too long. So we still have all our ships. If I go and check here, we still have another squadron. Oh, over here. It's because we just built one. So go over there. I want to get all my navy together so I can sort them out for the eventual actual war. You can see a lot of shuffling around here. When's the troops going to arrive? April the 9th. Oh, okay. So it's going to take them a few days to reach there. What I should do with our pink forces over here is I should give them some sort of command. Like to prepare. And obviously we're going to want to push right to the capital. I mean, do I just do that? Do I just give them a really forward command? Most likely as soon as we take the capital, they will capitulate. So I think I could probably just say something like do this. Well, I should probably pull this all the way to the top. Like that. That's as far as you need to worry about getting. Oh, there we go. Our divisions have arrived. So that's going to be that command. We don't have a leader. I mean, we're not declaring war yet anyway, but there we have it. Okay, my divisions are over here. You can see the Spanish Volunteers Theater, and there are my troops over here. I'm also... Apparently I can't set a... Can I set a priority limit? Yeah. You guys are going to get reinforcements first before anyone else, because obviously you're seeing action. And right now they're complaining that they don't have any commands. So, let's figure out what we want to do. I think what we're going to do is try to get the north here for the nationalists first. I could manually move them, but I think it's probably fine if I set up a front line and then an offensive line to, just push your way to the shore. That's going to be okay. And I think it's probably fine if I just tell them to attack right away. Some troops aren't in position or anything like that, but that's okay. I think we can just rush this one. Oh, electrical mechanical engineering is done. So that was our research time decrease. We're going to grab mechanical computing next for even more research time decrease. Seems like kind of a no-brainer. And there we go. We've got some tanks. Oh, we're on the defense here, technically. I think that battle might have been lost, yeah, because we weren't actually there yet. But that's okay. That wasn't a real loss on our part. Totally fine. Our troops are okay, and they're going to reassemble for the next attack. The front's a little bit broken here, but it's going to be okay. We'll take out Bilbao quickly, unify this front, and then move down here. And what I'll probably do is keep trying to grab some of these victory point conditions down here. Or maybe should make a run for Madrid early. It's worth the most victory points. It's also a very valuable province for a variety of different things. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, these guys might have had their battle plan screwed up. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and... Oh, maybe that was a mistake. Why so bad? Yeah, because we're trying to reinforce the existing fight. There we go. We have kicked in. Okay, reinforcements don't necessarily come in that quickly, but they are acting. A nice surround. We should be able to take out that division just fine. I find that when you're doing the volunteer forces, because you don't really control the front directly that well, because the front can shift based on what your allies are doing, sometimes you have to be a little bit more manual or redraw your front from time to time. So we should be able to take that, and that'll be good. And then yeah, we'll focus down here. So we're helping. We're helping. All right. How is the rest of our tech? We've got this. Right, the L6s. That's true. We're still producing a few L3s, which I'm going to keep doing because I can change. Well, it's only one factory, so it hardly matters one way or the other. But what the heck? Plus, we need probably some replacements over here. And actually, I'm not even sure that our troops... Yeah, we probably weren't fully supplied with all the replacement tanks when we made the change to our division. I mean, they'll still fight as is, but they're not the double tank. They're still the, like, 4 cavalry, 2 mechanized or motorized infantry, I don't remember which, plus 1 tank composition, more or less. Although they might have gotten their engineer group, which is pretty good. One thing that'd be nice before we get the Yugoslavian front... no, we don't need Marines for these guys, right? Because we've got a foothold over here. It is nice to open more than one front up because you can really mess people up by doing something like that. And this will give us more army experience over here. You can see, we're getting a tick from time to time from this fight. It's a good little practice. And again, I don't know if you can go above... Yeah, you're still gaining skill. So I think you can go up to level 5. Plus, if you mouse over here, you can see the traits that he's learning, the Trickster and the Hill Fighter traits. So we can get Giovanni, even though he's already level 4, we can make him into a real super general for our actual battle against Yugoslavia, which we're going to be a bit more involved in. Looks like this is going well for the Nationalists this time, though, which is really nice to see. And we're not boosting party popularity anymore. Good, so we're getting some more political power now. Very, very nice. Still mostly just stockpiling things. We don't have, like, an overkill of anything. Like, we've got a little bit of extra infantry equipment and towed artillery, but that's hardly a significant number, and we're going to need more soon. That's for sure. Meanwhile, over here, we've got a lot of people who are green, because we actually spawned them even before they were done their regular training. I think I will exercise these guys. There's a lot of people who are not at regular level. So when you exercise, what will happen is, A, they will start taking attrition. They automatically take, I believe, about 6% attrition, because we have to replace some of the equipment and manpower. You know, people get hurt and bullets have to be remade, that sort of thing. But they will get experience points over time, and they can level all the way up to regular experience. Now, even when they're at regular, as long as they're trained or higher, they will also generate army experience for you. So that still has some value, although, generally speaking, I think I will stop training when the army is mostly experience. Sometimes I'll make an army that is just there as a temporary placeholder for people who need training. And then anyone who hits regular, I'll move them out to somewhere. Okay, oh, looks like we are all done over here, so we don't actually have any orders. So, I think I would very much like to take Madrid. So I'm going to set a small front over here and an offensive line to specifically take Madrid. I'll let everyone arrive at the same time. I don't know if we'll get a prep bonus. I don't think you get a prep bonus until you arrive. And actually, right now, we have no organization whatsoever. Oh, while moving, its organization is always set to 10%. There you go. So it moves a lot faster in strategic mode, which is nice. But then once we arrive, I can't just attack right away. I wonder if it'll bounce back immediately. Nope, then it has to start ticking up again. So that's okay, because it'll also give us time to get a little bit of preparation on the front line as well for an extra combat bonus. And then we'll make the push against Madrid. There's not a whole lot parked in Madrid right now, but city tiles, which is what this is, have huge bonuses. So it's a lot harder to attack into a city. Although already our general is saying that, yeah, no, we're ready to go. But I'll wait until my organization gets a wee bit higher. Most likely we can just burst through this pretty quickly, though. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Still not much in the way of prep bonus. But we should be able to crush these guys. If they get reinforced, which could happen. Oh, you know what? No, we have to go, because these guys are isolated. Oops. That's what I want. Are you not going? Oh, they actually might not actually move until they're at full strength, so I'm executing it now. But they may have decided not to actually start anything. Because it's the commander in charge. I could manually move it. But yeah, oh, see, and there they go. Now they started. And I think that's exactly what they were doing. They were waiting for a bit more reinforcements. So those isolated pockets can run out of supply like that. They can get cut off from their supply lines, which is really bad. Because once you're out of supply, there's like a 48-hour grace period. But after that, you just start to suck. You're out of bullets, you're out of food, you're out of water, you're out of fuel if you're the sort of thing that needs fuel, and you can't fight effectively like that, and you can just get obliterated. So we'll take Madrid for the Nationalists, and it looks like this is going to be a pretty one-sided stomp for the Nationalists. But again, I've seen the Nationalists lose a surprising amount of time. So if it is important to you that the Nationalists win, definitely don't take it for granted that they will win just because that's what happened in history. Get involved. Now, of course, the same thing is true for the other side. You can definitely get the nationalists to win if that's what you're interested, or sorry, you can definitely get the Republicans to win if that's what you're interested in by supporting them enough. All right, so we got that. We're getting, again, attrition over here, which is perfectly fine. The attrition is because we are training, and that's okay. We're getting a little bit more military experience. When we actually start fighting, we will get experience like crazy. But for now, that's what that is. Construction is still going great on our military, or our civilian factories. We had 20, we're at 27 right now, and that's without getting the free civilian factories, which we're about to get. So I think we've legitimately built 7. Oh, we might have captured some over here. How would I check that? If I go to something like this, actually, the easiest thing to do is probably, they had 1 civilian, 1 military, is what we captured from them. Well, still something. And no resources over here? They had 2 rubber. Well, that's not bad, because we do need rubber for some of the things we're doing. All right, we've taken Madrid. And right now, we've just got a front line, which might still get involved in a little bit of fighting over here. The bit of a bulge over here, which is kind of bad and can get cut off from time to time. But for now, I'm pretty happy with just holding Madrid. In fact, okay, I can't get the actual war stats. They do have 80% national unity, so I think they are going to have to lose more than just Madrid. I think their capital is technically moved to Barcelona. It's currently worth 15 victory points as well. This is what, worth 1, worth 5, worth 1. Yeah, if Barcelona falls, I'm pretty sure that will be the end of these fellows. I don't want to give up Madrid right now, though. I think I'm going to keep my troops near here. Especially, we'll let that get cleaned up in the back. And it looks like they might be going for some cutoffs. I don't want to give up Madrid, but then once this gets secured by the Republic, or by the Nationalists a bit better, I might move my troops over to Barcelona. I can move fast because I am a light armor unit. Again, even though I'm not all tanks, everything that's in this unit is quite fast. In fact, their name, Divisione Celere? Celere, I think, just like, it's like celerity, right? It means fast. Okay, we're not surrounded yet. There's still just an awkward pocket is all. Yeah, these guys are being attritioned and are out of supply. So they'll get killed pretty easily at some point. I could probably... Oh, you're moving out. No, my friend. I don't want to attack across river. So I'm going to join in over here. Just manually move them to try to bop this guy before he can get back to any sort of supply route. I think he moves slower out of supply as well. 6% attrition. And they have a target and they can't get there. These are hills. Who's the actual attacker? Yeah, they're attacking to me, which is great. So they're attacking to the hills. I think they were moving super slow because of their lack of supply. So this should be a stomp. Our reserves haven't joined in. Like, they're not even counting as reserves yet. But they should move into this territory. And I think they'll go in the reserves pile. Yeah. And every day, I think it's every day. It might be every hour. There's a 2% chance of reinforcing the front line. I'm thinking it's every hour. Yeah. So there we go. So now I've got both tanks, so they're going to get obliterated. And our national focus is done. Industrial effort. So we get you get 2 civilian factories and actually 2 building slots as well. So you get more room for buildings. So even if you were capped already, you would still get the civilian factories, which is quite nice. And I'm going to get the next level for the military factories, which then also leads into the extra research slot. No problem there. Again, I could decide to do the support national Spain, and I think if I was going more the Italy first, I think I might be tempted to do that. Either to get more ports or to get some actual solid alliances over here, right? I think that would be the real appeal, is if you were going Italy first, you'd go support nationalist Spain, Italy first, Spanish-Italian alliance, and then maybe even befriend Portugal. Very cool. If we weren't going more historical, I would be very tempted to do something like that. Clearly, I'll have to play another one later on. So it looks like we are being attacked in Madrid, but we should be able to hold off there. It's my tanks plus a Legionnaire brigade from Nationalist Spain, defending against some Alpine forces, which aren't going to do that well in the city. Are you guys... You're moving back over there. Actually, I'm going to get both you guys to move. Oh, you're in a fight. That's why I can't move you. But I'm going to get you to attack into over here. There you go. And you've already jumped in. Yeah, it must be per hour, that chance. And these guys should get obliterated soon. Technically, they do have somewhere to run. But, I mean, it doesn't look good for these guys. Holding Madrid. There has been a little bit of, like, shuffle of territory, including a few pockets where Nationalist Spain is being hurt a little bit. Hopefully they're doing okay. All my troops are in fights that we are winning, so I gotta think that I'm helping. But yeah. Hopefully they'll do okay. You're still just complaining that we're not building any fighters? Yeah, and that's fine. I intentionally set, like, my fighter limit for my wings, like, the amount of troops they're asking for, to be much higher than the amount we had. And I'm intentionally not building them because I'm waiting for the next level of fighters to come in. Not that I've started researching those yet. I think after I finish the L6, I'll probably finish the next level of planes. I think the L6s will be pretty handy in a few more of the early conflicts. And if I did want to build medium tanks, I need the L6 at some point anyway. There we go. So hopefully we can actually destroy these outright relatively soon, and then go back to focusing on the front line. Grab some more ports. I mean, ports are pretty good. But yeah, what we need right now is Barcelona. That's all. Oh, basic machine tools. So that gave us more production efficiency caps. So as long as we work on the same projects, we get more benefit. That's good. Now we get to choose for our industry either concentrated industry or dispersed industry. Concentrated gives you more factory output, which is very, very, very nice. Dispersed gives you a little bit less, although it gives you more retention, which is good for other reasons, but it also decreases how much you get bombed. If you expect to get bombed, dispersed industry is better. And I do expect to get bombed in Italy from France once the war starts. So I'm going to take dispersed. It's fine. You get a little bit more oomph from the concentrated, but dispersed is still pretty oomphy and slightly safer. Alright, and move you in here. And I wonder if we can do a cutoff here. I'm not sure that we can. And I don't want to lose Madrid. Well, it does feel like we're winning over here, but it is being a bit of a slugfest. No, they're attacking me again over here, right? They are attacking. Yep, that's indeed. What is this? The Soviets have sent troops. That's what happened. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Soviet volunteers. I wonder, we should be able to see the flags. Have Germany sent anything? I'm not convinced that they have, actually. Now, one thing is I don't think we can lend-lease planes. Well, actually, we might be able to lend-lease planes. And we can, if I were producing any. But I can't volunteer planes. So lend-lease is you actually just give them equipment. Maybe I'll start doing that. I'm going to send you, just until the end of the war, this is very generous, I'm going to send you 50% of my monthly production of both of those. Oh shit, we've actually been encircled here. Now, we should be okay, because we should be able to bust out relatively soon. And again, we got kind of a 48-hour window before anything bad happens. And actually, as soon as this goes, we'll be reconnected. But this is taking a little bit longer, some of these little skirmishes here, than expected. Okay, yeah, this troop is going to finish that off. And we've completely, because they had nowhere to run, we finally just wiped that division out completely. So thank goodness there. And yeah, we're going to try to hold Madrid. I mean, you know, the tanks are, you know, presumably better on an attack, because I think they've got, you know, better breakthrough than you might normally expect, but... yeah, no supply from the capital. So we'll try to make sure to keep that going. Just the one complaining about it. There we go. Should be alright now. I'm going to go delete the current orders. Oh, what to do? Keep causing problems. There we go. Got a connection that way. This is what, hills? I don't think I need to attack across the river, so this guy can probably just rebuild his organization a wee bit. And this line is just brutal. We've got another pocket over here. Actually, if we're going to do anything, because you're complaining about not having orders, it might be to, like, help out in these encounters. Oh, actually, why don't you come around this way and do that? See if we can cut these guys off. It'll depend on how strong they are. We don't have enough intel for the information. Oh, we actually got tied up in an attack over here. Well, that's okay. As long as we can help, that's fine. I don't know. All right, we can actually get our first government changeover. So, a lot of these, you need 150 political power to recruit someone. We don't have a silent workhorse, do we? Just too bad, because that's 15% more political power if we can do that. The backroom backstabber does give you 5% more. I'm not sure that's important, and I don't think I care about the ideological drift. Ideological Crusader makes other people like us slightly more, which is nice. We can construct some things faster. I think we pick up a Captain of Industry right now for the 10% faster civilian factory building. I think that's actually really good for us, and we'll probably grab a War Industrialist later on. But Luigi, welcome to the party. I mean, if we lose this war, it's not our war. If the Spanish Civil War is won by the Republicans as opposed to the Nationalists, it doesn't kill us. But it would be nice to help out. Sucks with only 3 units. Now, I could shift more over there if I had more divisions in total. My cap is still 3 right now. I don't know how many more I need. I don't know what a ratio is. Well, here's a good question. What's my current count? I've got 42 divisions, and I can only send 3. So what's the break point? Because it would be nice to send a 4th. Okay, it looks like we have secured that. Where am I best suited? It feels like Nationalist Spain just doesn't have as much stuff. I wonder if I should go for a cutoff of this whole group over here. I don't know how long we can do that, though. And I don't really want to give up Madrid, but it might be fine. I should probably focus on what I can do to actually kill some more of these dudes. So why don't I assign a front line here with a battle plan to cut across that way. And I think I might actually let the preparation happen. And see if we can't cut off a pocket of troops over here, which looks like it's already partially happening even without my help, which is nice. Got a little bit of a fight there, which we should win. And actually, I think my battle plan just got canceled by some of these movements. Yeah, that's why in the Civil War, I can't do a lot of the battle plans. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, well, we're going to put a cut in here. We're still making good progress here. I think they've overextended a bit too much. We should be able to cut off a lot of Republican troops over here. Where's my... Are they all in there? 1, 2... Where's the third guy? He's still down here? Can I just double click on this? I don't know where my other tank is. I don't know, but oh well. Oh, no, that's not me. Oh, these are German tanks, though. Germany has sent some tanks over. Thank goodness. That's probably going to go a long way towards helping. All right. We're okay. And one of my guys have no organization, probably because they're doing a quick movement. Actually, that's right over here. I think you're in the fight with no organization. That's pretty pathetic. All right, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching, folks. When we come back, we'll fight in the Spanish Civil War some more and see what we can do. Meanwhile, we are still building up our industry, and I'm very happy about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.